Day Houston's Tech Corner, powered by Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Welcome back to Great Day Houston. Drones aren't just for the air anymore. They're also being used to explore underwater. KHOU 11 Tech Reporter Doug Delony has details on drones designed to explore the deep blue sea and details on a new electric car, right? The BMW iNEXT.
This thing is bizarre looking. You look at this thing and it's hard. It's like, what, they're really going to make this thing? It's the iNEXT, kind of replacing the i3 series SUV. Look at that.
Oh,
that is a real BMW they're working on. Yes, it's the prototype. Yes, the prototype sometimes really changes by the time it hits the market. I feel like auto manufacturers at this point are really in an all-out competition trying to put Tesla out of business. You notice it doesn't even have side mirrors. Where the mirrors would be, it has little cameras to make it more aerodynamic because it is an electric vehicle. Every single piece of material, exactly, would catch wind. They don't want it. So this thing, they're saying it's going to come out in a couple years, and yeah, it is bizarre looking. I think it looks kind of cool. It looks like a robot car, and in fact, look at the interior. It does.
Wow.
They do plan on having it drive itself or kind of mimic, you know, what Tesla has, which is the autopilot feature. I think it's really cool looking.
Oh man, yeah, they drive itself, park itself. In fact, the car could probably go and run errands for you and come back with stuff one day.
Hey, maybe it can even go to work for us, just do everything, and then.
All right, okay, I bet that's going to cost a pretty penny. Okay, drones. We're used to thinking about drones up in the air and up above, but this is drones going underwater.
And there's a new version of one too, and so there have been several of these. They go underwater. It's like a little mini submarine, remote control, and it's got a 4K television, of course. Well, this is the Titan. This one can go deeper than any of the previous ones. 150 meters, it's 490 feet. Most other drones that go underwater can only go 50 meters or 100 meters. And like I said, it's got a 4K camera. It's got a couple of LED bulbs on it, so you can really capture in those dark spots underwater, 3,000 lumens of illumination. And believe it or not, the Kickstarter for this, and there are risks with Kickstarter. Anytime you're raising money online for a piece of technology, yes, you can get it in early and give them money to help invest in the company. In return, you ideally will get the drone for a little bit cheaper than when it goes to store shelves if it's delivered. Now, if it's delivered, $1,200 for an all-in-one kit, which I thought was actually pretty impressive, because when you look at that video, you don't think that, I would think that's going to be like a $10,000 device. But if you're big on scuba diving, you're big on diving, snorkeling, and general
photography,
that thing is really cool, actually. And of course, a lot of phones these days are just waterproof. You can go down there and swim yourself, but 150 meters, 500 feet, that's really deep. I think that's really cool.
Traveling, for you.
For $1,200 bucks.
Cool. You see that fish, it was like going, look at that odd fish right there. Who's that guy? Okay, the foldable smartphone.
Yep, and we've talked about these displays that fold a lot. In fact, just a few weeks ago, we talked about Samsung and its foldable displays. Ideally, those would be used when you drop the phone, it won't crack the display. Well, now we're talking about actual phones you can fold up. And CNBC reports that Samsung is planning to launch an actual foldable smartphone similar to something you might see right there later this year. It's a mystery device, though. They have not made any formal announcements about it. And of course, as you can imagine, it's been very complicated to develop this thing. You have to have room for not just the display, but the processor and the battery, and those elements of it can't fold. You can't fold the battery. But the displays, now that it's foldable, they just have to find the place to put all that other stuff. And I think it's a really cool concept.
Yeah. All right, up next, Naked Labs and the body scanner.
The 3D scanner. I don't know about this one. You put it in your house, it scans your body so you can mark your progress over time, right? So it makes a 3D version of you. You know, we all look like that. Who wouldn't want to be scanned in 3D if we all looked like that, right? So this thing, it's a 3D scanner, $1,400. It scans your body 360 degrees, and then a computer processes all this data, all this information to get an accurate scan of your body, the fat, the muscles, and you can measure over time. It creates you into, look at that.
Wow.
You are made into a little, what looks like a metallic figure. They said they made that color on purpose.
Looks like Terminator, actually.
Yeah, it does look like something from the Terminator. They made that color on purpose because they didn't want it to look too human-like, but they really wanted you to be able to see the difference in your body over time. Rather than just getting on a scale and seeing the weight difference, you can really see what your body looks like.
Did you drink some water today? Well, then look what happens, right?
It's cool, $1,400. I think it's a novelty thing. I don't know. I'll just look in the mirror and try and figure out. I think I look better.
Yeah, wow, okay. No, I'll just Photoshop. I'll just do Snapchat. Okay, with the filter. Locky, it makes your key smart?
Yes, this is a different kind of key for your phone. It's not a lot of, most of the smart locks, you know, it's like a deadbolt. You put the deadbolt into your door at the house, and that is the smart component. Well, this instance, the key itself is the smart gadget. So take a look here. This is where it helps you access any lock that's obviously it's programmed for. before. What's really cool is it can alert you if your key goes out of range of your phone. So if you leave the key behind somewhere, and yeah, you could put a regular key in it. How many times have you lost your keys, right?
Yeah.
This thing is cool because it links up with your smartphone. You always have your smartphone on you. You should always have your key on you. If they get separated from each other, you either know that you lost your phone or you lost your key. Either one of them will make a dinging sound, which I think is kind of cool. It's called Locky, L-O-C-K-Y.
Yeah, but again, it's only helpful if you can still access the lock, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Doug, thank you very much. And for links and information about what you've seen on today's Tech Corner or to find previous Tech Corner segments, you can log on to greatdayhouston.com. Coming up, do you ever feel stuck in life and don't know how to move on? Our next guest shares how to get through your issues and become unstuck.